first and foremost, the family's getting doxxed. This man in question is deceased, and the family is getting harassed, which it's turned into a lot. And the source of all this is the H3 subreddit. That is without a doubt where it's from.
Literally, my life is beaches every single night, messy buns and Christmas lights. Literally, my life is beaches every single night, messy buns and Christmas lights. Literally, my life is skinny, waist and high, fashion riding in the G-Wagon. Literally, my life is.
Caught in a bad romance. Caught in a bad romance. Caught in a bad romance. Caught in a bad romance.
Well, you know, Trish at 6 years old, she watched Taxi Driver and described this explicit scene to me between a 13-year-old hooker and a grown man. So, like, that's why it happened. And a judge being like, yeah, actually, that makes sense. You're right. So, okay. Trish, did you say that? Yeah, I did say that. Okay, so that you deserve this. Same thing as a fucking teenager. Well, she wore this, you know, and she came into my classroom and locked the door. So, like, it's okay. Or that's why I did it. That's why I was provoked. She was a temptress.
I was in the 6th grade. I used to wear a water bra to school. I'd sneak my mom's water bra to school because I had uneven boobs. One was a B and one was a double D. I was really insecure about it. Then one day my creepy teacher called me out in front of the class and said, hey, your boobs look like they grew overnight. And I said, yes, I have a deformity, so I have a water bra on because I had no filter back then and I overshared even when I was just a 12-year-old. So then he said to see him after class, and I saw him after class. He said, you can't wear water bras to school, and he wouldn't tell the principal if I took it off, and I said, fine, I'll take it off, and I was going to go to the bathroom. He said, no, you can't go to the bathroom. You got to take it off right here. So I took it off in front of him, to which he decided to feel at my shirt to make sure there wasn't any other bras and to make sure my deformity that I said that I had was real, and he said, I think your boobs are perfect the way they are. I was 12.
But you know what my secret was? Is I had mom's water bra.
Oh, yes.
You remember that? My mom had a bra that had water in that. We were like,
where
fight
do you
over
find
it.
those at?
They don't make those. Those
Because
were like
we had no, well, you
lopsided. Mine were like saggy.
I had no boobies.
But then you could tell it was fake because like obviously you couldn't see the real boobs. Like it was just all bra. So it just looked like bra.
No, I think yours was like
a little
divot and then flush, you know?
Yeah, my natural boobs are
Mine
bad.
was like gap.
I remember wearing the water bra in 8th grade, and I will not say this teacher's name because it's weird.
Yeah.
But I remember like him just like always hating me. Like he only like popular kids or whatever.
Didn't you, like read your shirt?
Yeah. Okay, that was a different story. But he read my shirt one time. He's like, "Oh, like what's your shirt say? Like, can you come closer?" Like it was, and I felt weird about it at the time.
Good.
But no, I remember it was like everyone was on a field trip to fucking Springfield or some shit, and I
No one went to that. Did Nick go to that?
Nick did. Yeah, you didn't go.
Hell yeah, I didn't
Did you go to school though, or did you stay home?
I stayed home.
Oh, I still like went to school. I was like one of like 3 kids, and I was like, oh, I'll still go to school, whatever. And so I went to school, and he was one of the people that were like watching us or whatever. And I remember I had the water bra, and he's like, Trisha, he's like, can you just stand up to talk to the class? And you never stood up to like talk and like to
To the
answer
2
questions.
people in the classroom. Oh my gosh, how traumatic for you.
He's just like, he goes, and I
Give
remember
a little shimmy. What did he do?
Oh, worse. I just remember him being like, like breathing so heavy, and I was like so confused because I was not.
I wonder
wasn't
if
having
he's
sex.
on your OnlyFans.
I hated this teacher. I did not think he was cute.
You'll have to tell me after.
No, he was
I forgot
just.
which
You
one
don't know?
this was.
I feel like yeah. He wasn't like a perverted. Well, maybe obviously he was, but he wasn't like. There was a teacher in 6th grade that got in trouble for like child porn on his computer, but that wasn't the same one. Yeah. Do you remember his name? I guess I could say. I don't know. He did get like arrested for it, but he was in 6th grade. He was so creepy, but he like liked me in 6th grade, which makes sense because he's a fucking creep.
I've always been vocal on social media because I was silenced. Not to give like a silly reference in this, but I was silenced for so long at my school growing up. I had 3 different incidences with 3 different teachers in regards to SA, R word, and M word. Rhymes with vacation, but starts with an M. It happened in the school, and one principal didn't believe me. 2, I was too scared to speak up. And 3, the teacher said I was like asking for it. So it was like looked over. The one that I was too scared to speak up on, someone else spoke up years later and he ended up getting arrested. Byron, Illinois, look it up. His name is Mr. for looking up CP at school. And I finally have a voice for myself and hopefully others. I can never share your story, but I'll always be in support of the victims. I will always stand behind them. And I won't stay silent anymore.
I remember I was going to class with like this teacher that was like forcing himself on me and stuff, and I was just like, the hell does no one believe me? The principal, like nobody. It was like really weird, and so I think from that, like,
Did that guy eventually did anyone eventually believe you?
Not funny, but like my 6th grade teacher, yeah, I talked about it on TikTok. The one that used to boss me would play like heads down, and he'd come around and like grab my breast and like put his hands on me.
Ew.
He did get arrested. His name was.
Or because of other incidents.
So someone else came forward. I never did.
Gross.
But he had child on his computer at the school.
Oh my God, nobody knew.
Byron Middle School, and I did say something originally, and like no one believed me. It happened again my 8th grade year. No one believed me, and I was just like,
Bruh.
but that guy did. He did get arrested, and I don't know where he is now, but he did. Yeah. With the teacher who sexually abused me when I was in the 6th grade, he ended up going to prison for CP on his computer and ended up dying. And so you're just kind of like, okay, well, he did get his. But at the time when I had turned him in or talked about it, I was told, like, I had to literally, like, switch classes because I was told that, like, I lie. Like, it took one of them to actually die for me to feel some sort of, like, relief, and another one to go get charges pressed against him for me to, like, go back and say something and at least make something right.